Hello everybody, welcome back to another garden tour. It is June 15th, so it's getting to be the middle of June now, and I said last week that I was going to try to do a little tour every week, so we'll see if I can keep up with that. But here I am, and I thought I would start on the side yard since my roses are looking so pretty right now. They really fleshed out beautifully and just have a gorgeous pink color, looking so pretty underneath my Merlot redbud. And I will just kind of walk you through and show you what changes there are since last week. My Roseanne geranium is looking pretty and getting bigger and bigger each day. I just love this plant so much. I want to divide this and move some to the back next year. It just flowers all summer long until the frost. My dwarf globe spruce is still looking vibrant, and I love the color that it's putting off. This spot right here happened last year. Something must have gotten on it and killed off some of the foliage. I don't know exactly what, but it's growing back, filling in nicely. My incredible hydrangea I just put in this year is looking okay. It's struggling a little bit down there at the bottom, especially there's some browning of the leaves and things. But hopefully next year it'll come back a lot better. My roses, these are the Oh So Easy red rose by Proven Winners. They're just looking so pretty. Behind my roses, I had put the clematis, which I think is a Jolly Good clematis. Just put that in this year, so it's still working on getting some really good roots. I'm not too worried about the top growth this year. And then I have some hyacinth bean vine that is starting to come up on two of the sides, two of the legs. So that'll hopefully begin to fill in this obelisk a little bit for this summer. Take you around, show you the roses. My Millennium Allium is underneath the roses, not yet putting on flowers. But man, these are looking so pretty, and we have finally gotten some rain. Not enough to make up for what we've lost, but we have gotten some, so things are looking much happier. Love that color. As we walk down, here is my red beauty holly and my Daisy May daisies, Proven Winners. Really putting on a lot of buds. My rhododendron and Autumn Joy sedum, which I had said in another tour that this one is suffering I think it might have crown rot, and I do need to dig that out, but it's not looking so good. It's just breaking off at the base, at the roots. So these two still are seeming to do well, and next year I'll probably just go in and divide one of those and put it in the other spot. And this right here is a Thomas Edison dahlia coming up, which I'm excited to see. It's a new one for me this year. I just started really getting into dahlias last year and experimenting with them, and unfortunately I tried to save the bulbs over the winter, but they got moldy on me in my garage, so I need to experiment with different methods of storage for my dahlias. So I'm gonna walk you through the gate. See if I can get it to open. We're having issues with our gate. Not opening very well. Walk you along this side. My saga with the sunflowers continues. I, a couple days ago, planted more seeds back here, and I have a couple of sprouts coming up, but the animals keep getting the little seedlings. You can see right there. There's one that has been taken, and there's another one down there that has been taken. So please, if you have any suggestions on how to keep the squirrels and the chipmunks away from my seeds and seedlings, let me know. Let's see, what is this? I think this is the David Howard dahlia, is coming up much better than last week. I have it protected just because it's not very big yet. My Limelight Prime Hydrangea is still looking fabulous. I just can't get over these purple stems. I love them, and it is so sturdy. I have some of my zinnias really popping up, and my Royal Sunset Lily is starting to show some color. I'm thinking that's gonna be showing off pretty soon. My strawberries looking good. My herb pot is doing great. In here, these are my black-eyed Susans, which really look like they are also budding up. That's exciting. And I just have a tiny little daisy and powwow pink coneflower as kind of I repeated that theme all the way down the border. And I've said before that my plants are still really small, so my hope is that they really begin, except for the black-eyed Susans, they spread or reseed prolifically, but I'm hoping that my clumps of daisy and powwow pink just continue to get bigger and really fill this area in nicely. And I want to add different colors and textures, maybe some grasses, some blues, some golds, just to really make this border vibrant and interesting. maybe some evergreen interest. I don't know. Still working on it. It's only about 2 years old, so. Nasturtium is popping up. That'll add a nice pop of orange and red right here. This is my Royal Hawaiian elephant ear. I think that it's been a little bit on the cooler side this spring, even though it has been dry, but it's been a little bit on the cooler side, so things are maybe not taking off quite as quickly as in previous years. Like some of my zinnias and annuals and elephant ears. These are the raspberry ripple zinnias, which are slow to get going. Denim, not denim and lace, cat's pajama nepeta. Iris was beautiful purple. More powwow pink right there. This is my little lime hydrangea, looking good, and the Mystic Illusion dahlia right in front of it, which has been showing off. So pretty. I just put some Helen Bonstein lamb's ear in front of that, and like with a lot of my perennials, I plan on splitting it and moving it throughout this border. More nasturtium, which I threw in some more seeds into this space, so hopefully that'll fill in. This is my first year experimenting with nasturtium, so I'm excited to see how they do. Another elephant ear. I'm hoping that these really do start to take off. Last year I had this in a pot and it was gorgeous. It got huge. So it's not getting very big yet, but I'm hoping. There's another powwow pink. And next to the elephant ear, I forgot to show, I have a tiny little daisy down there. Probably won't do a whole lot this year, but that's okay. More zinnias. These are doing better than the other side. They must get more sunlight. Jalapeno plant right there. I like to mix my veggies in with my perennials and annuals. This is a stargazer lily. This has been getting aphids, so it's not looking the greatest, and the buds are really small. I'm not sure why they're so small this year. Down here I have an HS State dahlia, which I covered because we had a lot of people this past weekend, and somehow this got stepped on, and I thought it might be a goner, but it actually perked back up after I gave it some water, and I just put a cloche on it to give it some extra protection. So I'm really thankful that that came back healthy. There's my wee white hydrangeas, looking a little crispy, especially the middle one. My Twombly's red sentinel Japanese maple is doing well so far. I'm gonna walk back and show you what's going on the other side over here. Summer song firefinch coneflower is really getting tall, putting on a lot of growth. And I have my cucumbers that are really popping up along the fence. They're little baby cucumbers. Patio tomato, and I also put in a purple basil right there. I just had that plant extra, so I decided to pop it in. Again, just mixing my perennials, my vegetables, herbs all together. Mystic Spires Blue Salvia is starting to put on more growth. I have some marigolds, some giant yellow marigolds coming up right there. And again, just trying to grow some sunflowers in the back. Some zinnia seedlings down here. More Benary's giant in here, really getting bigger. Back here I have my sweet peas, which are actually starting to grow pretty nicely. Maybe I'll have some flowers. And some hyacinth bean vine that I intermixed with the sweet peas. There. Put some here. And over on this side, there's my star sunflower back in there. And I swear that the chipmunks I saw the other day, a chipmunk run right underneath the cloche. Like, I don't even know how it got under there, but it just ran right underneath the cloche. And they just get under there and eat the seeds and eat the seedlings, dig them up. Oh, I'm also getting some jalapenos. It's exciting. My husband and one son love jalapenos. My son always asks me to make like jalapeno poppers, so I have to plant them for them. This is the same coneflower as on the other side, the summer song firefinch. This one is really popping. So pretty. Behind that is a Melina Fleur Dahlia, which is also doing really well. Hopefully that'll be giving me some color soon. My Limetta hydrangea, looking great. I had put in these Sun Patience, the vigorous orchid variety. My hope is that they will fill up this space nicely, get tall and bushy. Underneath my Tonto, this is the Tonto crepe myrtle. Really looking good this year. And another Limetta hydrangea over here. I also threw in some marigold seed giant yellow right here, just to experiment and fill in this blank space in between the denim and lace Russian sage, looking great. You can see the purple flowers putting out. Just utilizing seeds until I can get some more permanent perennials for the empty spaces. So that's a quick overview of what's happening in these beds, and I will take you around and back to the shadier border and show you what's going on back there. I'll show you quick a seed update. I think I put this in one of my past videos, but I had just thrown some seeds in these pots just to experiment. This was a Lilliput zinnia, which is doing great, and Canterbury bells, delphinium, and foxglove. The foxglove had the hardest time germinating, but I think I went a little overboard in the amount of seeds that I put in each pot, especially the Canterbury bells and the delphinium. So I'm gonna have to get in there and try to separate out some seedlings, and I'm not sure, I may just put them in pots and let them continue to grow through the summer and then maybe plant them out in the fall. I don't know. I've never done this before, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but that's a seed update. These are green giant arborvitae, which will get big, and we will need to manage and prune, especially around the base. In hindsight, we probably should have done emerald green or something like that, but can't go back and change it now, so we'll have to make the best of it and manage it. You can see I have my planter basket on the ground. It had gotten so waterlogged that it was pulling down the shepherd's hook. So I think that I'm going to put this begonia in a pot and maybe set it at the base of the shepherd's hook and maybe get, I don't know, another feeder for the shepherd's hook, something that's not quite as heavy. My river of impatience is looking so pretty. Love all the colors. Underneath the Annabelles that still are green, I think it must be because they don't get as much sun back here, because I'm driving around and seeing other Annabelles with their white blooms, but these are still green, so they're just taking their time. And actually I see back here that starting to open up. They still look beautiful. I'm anxious to see their white blooms. My Japanese forest grass is really putting on some growth, so that makes me happy. Down to my shadier corner here. It does get shade more in the, like, probably around 11 to 12, it starts getting really shady. My blue mouse. Blue mouse ears hosta. Putting on a little purple flower. Queen of Hearts Brunera and Columbine still putting out some flowers, and finding these everywhere. See the lanternfly, like nymph or whatever they call it, the stage before they turn into a lanternfly. I can't stand those things. Wee hosta back there, and an elegans, halcyon hosta. And that back there is a shadowland woolala. Gets real big. These are the autumn brilliance ferns. These next behind my wildberry heuchera. My autumn brilliance serviceberry. The birds loved the berries. And the squirrels. I looked out my window one day and a squirrel was climbing on one of those branches, and it's still a young tree, so it's not very strong, and it was bringing the whole branch down to the ground, trying to get the berries. Over here, I have the same kind of repetition of the wee hosta, the blue halcyon, and the elegans, and then a Casablanca lily. Some lamium that I swear was looking better, but now it seems like it's kind of getting smaller. I don't know. It must not love this spot. Everything's looking pretty. Okay, I flipped you around a little bit, but this is the other entrance to our backyard. You can see my two incredible hydrangeas on either side. Starting to put on some nice white flowers. My hope is that these will get really big and fill out this whole space right here. This one is struggling. It has black spots on the leaves and it's just not looking so great. So I'm not sure how that one's gonna do all summer, but we shall see. This one is looking good. This one I had transplanted a couple of times, so it's smaller than this other one that I just put in last year. Walk you through the gate into my holly bed, and you can see my zinnias are beginning to take off. My black-eyed Susans, Becky, Rudbeckia are looking so cute and pretty. And over on this side, my hollyhock is getting huge. That was one that was left in here from last year that I didn't have the heart to take out, and just, I'm so excited to see it bloom. You can see all the buds on it. And these are my sweet talker viburnums that eventually will get about 8 feet tall, 3 to 5 feet wide. And just kind of a river of ageratum underneath, just to give a little color. These sweet talker viburnum get little pink flowers in the spring, so I'm excited to see those next year. And that's it. I hope you guys have a great day.